Hi, welcome to Sorola.net. I want to give you 7 great tips for managing your own property. This information comes from 20 years experience as a licensed real estate broker and property manager. Tip number 1, consider hiring someone else to do it for you. Someone who knows what they're doing and is up to date with the current housing laws in your area. It is good to have someone as a liability buffer between you and your tenant. Also, a manager can be more objective about managing your property. You can and will learn along the way through trial and error. But keep in mind that contrary to popular belief, it is not passive income. You are going to have to work at managing your property. You still want to do it yourself? Great. Tip number 2, make sure that your property is clean, serviceable, and safe. It must be free of all personal items, tools, clutter, trash. Don't leave a ladder in the garage and say, I'll pick it up on Thursday. And don't say, I'll send someone to caulk the tub on Monday. It must be in moving condition. Tip number 3, limit your liability. Be insured. Have a good lease and good addendums. Forms that protect you. See my website, Sorola.net, for example forms. But before using any forms, please consult an attorney. Tip number 4, screen your tenants well. This is where the trick to success lies. It's better to keep your property vacant another month than put a bad or unqualified tenant in it. Tenants need to have an income of at least 3 times the amount of the rent. Check their references, employment, call their current or previous landlord, and check their credit. To get a mortgage, a borrower has to have a credit score of at least 640. I like my tenants to have a score close to at least 600. On the other hand, it depends on the property. If it's on the lower end, like say a $500 per month unit that's difficult to rent, I might relax some of the qualifications. You might be anxious or even desperate to get someone in there, but a bad tenant can destroy your property and drain your time and energy. And sometimes they do it with legal proceedings. Don't do it. Look for and wait for a good tenant. Tip number 5, you must be objective and do everything on a timely, systematic basis. Don't give your tenants the benefit of the doubt. You can feel for them. You can sympathize with them, but don't change how you do things because of their problems. You may hear sad stories, but the best way to keep tenants on track is not make exceptions to the parameters that have been set in place. If they can get away with paying the rent late once without consequences, they will do it again and again. Then, if you have to evict them, you're going to have to explain to the judge why the precedent you set before is not acceptable anymore. Remember, you need to run a business, not a charity. Tip number 6, talk to your banker about setting up an automatic debit directly from your tenant's bank account into your bank account. However, please be aware that there are penalties for insufficient funds, similar to a bounced check. Nevertheless, automatic debits can make things so much easier for everyone. Your tenants won't forget to pay you, and automatic payments are usually paid first out of an account. Tip number 7, whether you manage your own property yourself or decide to hire someone, remember each and every day to do the right thing. Treat managers and tenants and vendors honestly, fairly, and with respect. And don't forget to like us on Facebook at Sorola Property Management. If you'd like my help in the Lafayette or West Lafayette area, please contact me at 765-413-5885 or send me an email at gsorola@gmail.com. Thank you.